For people with disabilities, we live in a world that's not particularly designed for us. So I think a lot of people with disabilities are especially equipped to be problem solvers in our communities. I feel like as an entrepreneur, you have the capacity and space to bring value directly to the people who need it. And it's always nice to see directly from the clients that you're working with the benefit of what you do for them.
I became an entrepreneur because during my time in prison, when I spent a lot of time with myself, I started really digging into myself. And I just knew that I couldn't come home and really work for someone. I think entrepreneurship is like a better version of freedom for me.
I did 8 years in the Army. So I guess the Army, gave me discipline. The reason I started the liquor store is because my daughter is special needs, and the talent my daughter has is she's good with math. So I figured, if I gave my own business, teach her the books, she'll always have money coming in. She wouldn't have to depend on nobody. That gave me encouragement to do what I should be doing in my life, and that's why I started my own business, because I knew I could do it.
I was really struggling with my own mental health, and so I decided to pick up my hobby of art and kind of use that as therapy. I decided I wanted to open up a store, just because I didn't see anyone doing what I was doing, speaking about mental health.
I grew up in a family with an entrepreneurial spirit, churning ice cream to sell outside to our friends on the block. I could get along with people, I could interact with people, and I always liked to serve.
I wanted to do something that represented me. And each one of the sneakers that I have, there's a label inside that has a motivational quote. When people get up and they put the sneakers on, it inspires them. It gives them a reason to, want to have a great day.
I am a speech therapy by trade. Been working with individuals with disabilities under the age of 21 for over 20 years. And my very last group at the school that I worked at, we baked cookies. And my students, who were usually kept to themselves, were so verbal and happy and humming and singing. And it felt like the walls that they're always surrounded by collapsed in the kitchen. And I said, this is it. I have to bring it to life.
The beauty of the bakery is that we all work together as one, and there's a lot of love there. We start our day with hugs, whoever wants to be hugged, and end our day with hugs. It's a magical place.
I like working with other people. I like baking stuff with them. I like everything about the bakery.
I think Rising Above is a very special kind of foundation for people not only with disabilities, but people who really love to bake. And it's just an amazing place, and it's an amazing thing that everyone should check out at least once in their life.
I see that I can become a baker, that I can actually work with people with other disabilities, and I just feel the magic just comes in, and you can see that these disabilities can do anything and have their dreams, and I can see the light in their faces of that they can do anything they want with their life.
There's over 70% unemployment in the blindness community. So definitely when people realize that the people serving them are visually impaired, it gives them another perspective.
I think a lot of us restrain ourselves. It could be a fear of failure. It could be a fear of what other people think of them. But if one could just start, I think the risk of it becomes less intimidating over time if you can just take that first step in starting.
I started with one client, training out of a gym and online, Planet Fitness for free. And now I have a gym space, on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. We have a space downtown. I'm looking for this to be a worldwide thing for everyone, and mainly for second chances.
When you come into my business, it's almost like a family atmosphere. Like my mom is there. She's welcoming the customers. I'm like, hey, how are you doing? I haven't seen you. They always come in the store, always say nice things. That's when I know I'm doing something good in the community.
My advice is to keep going. I'm very young and I'm still struggling to kind of make sense of it all in life, but just keep going. If you really believe in something and you believe it'll work, it will work eventually.
When I came up with the J. Lorenzo brand, the brand wasn't just to be another person who had a pair of sneakers or who owned a book. It was more to educate the world and show our presence in the world and how much people can benefit from including us in the world.